Hi, I'm Duncan, and I'd like to welcome you to my latest YouTube channel feature. Uh, 2 days ago, I watched a movie called Midas Man. It's a very new movie, released on first on Amazon Prime, and I'd like to thank my friend Beatley Tone for pointing out that it was coming out, because I'd have just missed it, because I'm going to be very good at doing that. He's done a review, looks very good. I haven't listened to it yet because a couple of other folks have done reviews. I wanted to do my one and then listen to the others and see whether we sort of agreed on things. Midas Man is the story of Brian Epstein, manager of the Beatles, Cilla Black, Jerry and the Pacemakers, Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotahs, and a few other people. Um, I thought the movie was absolutely fabulous. I really enjoyed it. It's directed by Joe Stevenson, and written by Bridget Grant and Jonathan Wakeham. I thought it was a very bouncy script, and directed with a lot of flair and enthusiasm. And it looks like everybody really enjoyed themselves making the movie. Everybody shone. There wasn't a weak performance in the whole of the movie. It's got some wonderful surprises of people in cameo roles. I don't spoil it all uh, for everybody. So I'm gonna. This is gonna be fairly light weight. Jacob Fortune Lloyd as Brian Epstein is just wonderful. You like him from the word go. I understand that Brian Epstein was a very, very likable man anyway. He lots of parts of the film he stands as is in character as a character narrating the story to us, and there's a couple of wonderful bits as where he's done something that is not a very clever thing to do, and he turns to the audience and he tries to justify what he's been up to, like a sort of to keep the audience with him. But we're with him, right, because we're on his side. The four people who the lady who played Cilla Black was absolutely wonderful. There's actually there's two lists that show different names for the lady who played Cilla. Um, I can't recall. Yeah, Darcy Shaw and Rosie Day, and I think it's Darcy Shaw, because I checked the titles at the end. The Lady Blitzilla Black was just absolute cracking performance. Most of these parts are not big, but they're little gems. Emily Watson as Queenie Epstein, Brian's mum, is absolutely lovely. Um, as indeed, I think it's Eddie Marson who plays Harry Epstein, Brian's father. That's also a beautifully played performance. Guy plays George Martin. I haven't got his name down here. Is very, very good. Um, a lot of sometimes these movies can be quite painful. You're watching a story that you pretty much know is you know the story, so you're sitting there thinking, oh, I don't like that, or I don't like this, or I like that, and whatever. Fortunately, the direction is so punchy that you don't get time really to sit back and say, oh, I don't like that, I don't. There are not they're not mistakes, they are deliberate, just deliberate stretching or of rearranging the facts slightly. But that's done in the wake of storytelling. It's not done um, because the people made a mistake in writing the script. Same approach I think was used with Backbeat. Now I haven't seen Backbeat for since the 1990s. Maybe I should give that a chance because I love that as well. With the James Corrigan as Nat Weiss, Brian's very loyal friend who stands by him through thick and thin, is beautifully played part. You like him, right? And you really do feel for him when things are not going well. Uh, he's not as vulnerable in the movie as I thought he would be. But then I think in order to be able to have done what Brian did, I don't think you could be. You've got a vulnerable side to you, but you also had a bit of the old Jewish genius, which he uses to to achieve whatever he's trying to do. The four Beatles are just lovely. They're very good. It seemed to me that John was perhaps a little bit short, bless him, than he really was in reality. But it doesn't matter because he's so good in it. Absolutely, there's a wonderful scene where he and Brian are having a very intimate talk, and you're quite moved by what happens. Again, the scene with where Pete Best gets sacked was so well done, with a little bit of a dimension to it that might surprise some people. He's played by Adam Lawrence. Played that was done brilliantly. There's a wonderful scene in 1967 when Brian is just in his office looking a bit lonely, and the door opens, and three heads put one after the other until there's four around the side of the door and say, "Hi, Brian, it's the Beatles." Round about the Sergeant Pepper time, and he's delighted to see them, and they have a nice time together. I obviously we know what is going to happen at the end of the film is going to be very sad, and it is handled with incredible brilliance and sensitivity. This movie, it's got to win awards. It deserves it. Um, the incredible talent. Now, I'm not. I always prided myself as a film buff. I'm not anymore because I've hardly heard of any of these folks at all, actors or directors. So sorry, guys, but I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Um, I didn't want to go through it absolutely in every detail. It's on Amazon Prime at the moment, where it sort of started. I don't know what other platforms it'll find itself going to, but keep a good lookout for it. Midas Man, obviously after King Midas, who everything he touched turned to gold. As we know in reality, not everything that Brian touched went to gold, but he had a good batting average. Just trying to Dick Rowe was played superbly by Alex McQueen. He's done in such a way that he although history shows him to be a miserable, well, not miserable, but a person who didn't made a big mistake. He's given a lovely dimension because he actually cares about Brian, and he doesn't want Brian to fall flat on his face. So he generally just says, "Look, Brian, you're a fantastic salesman. Um, leave it at that." Oh, I don't think I could go on much more. Ed Sullivan was played by Jay Leno. A superb performance. When he accuses Brian of over dinner of taking the Mickey, and Brian just looks back at him, really hurt. And says, I Beatles are going to be fabulous. I just wanted you to get the first pick of the. Anyhow, whatever happened, it did work, of course, because that was their major. When I say 40% of the country of America sat down to watch them performing. Anyhow, I don't want to go on for too long, but just to say, Beatle fans should enjoy it. I think that people who are not interested in the Beatles, but just interested in a young man who wanted to do something really, really big and succeeded, I think the movie's for everybody, quite frankly. Obviously, I think not for people who are too young to watch this material, but I think it's a movie that I would happily take my friend, a friend of mine, to see it, who doesn't know the first thing about the Beatles. I think they just enjoy good drama. So I'm a score out of 10. I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it 10. 10 out of 10 because I really loved it. So this is I'm going to sign off now. But if you would like to subscribe, that's it, to my video channel, I'd love to have you along. If you like this, please tick the like button on the actual YouTube thing, not necessarily on the Facebook. Well, that's nice as well, but it helps the algorithms or something. It sounds like a rock band, doesn't it? If you click the like on YouTube, or you can share it with a friend. But as I say, Midas Man, a great movie, very enjoyable, and well, I'm signing off now, but you take care. God bless. Bye-bye.